Hi everyone, so I thought I'd film a Q&A today for you guys to get to know me better, and I asked you guys to ask me questions on my AskFM through my Twitter, and I'm going to be answering a lot of these questions as well as adding some basic questions so you guys can get to know me generally. So the first question is, how old am I? I'm 18 years old as this video is being filmed. My birthday is in July, and that's like 3.5 months from now, so I will be turning 19 this year. Question number 2, where do I live? I live in the city, in New York City, in a suburban private neighborhood. Question number 3, how many siblings do I have? I have one younger brother, and then I have my first cousins who are like my older and younger siblings. Question number 4, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is actually burgundy or maroon. I actually wanted to dye my hair that color, but I'm kind of still loving my natural black hair. So yeah, and question number 5 is actually that. What is my natural hair color? My natural hair color is black. I do have highlights at the bottom of my hair. Question number 6. Where am I from? Meaning ethnicity. So my family is from the Caribbean islands. I get a lot of people that ask me if I'm Russian, ask me if I'm Spanish, ask me if I'm Indian, ask me if I'm Filipino, and I recently got asked if I was Filipino, and I always get that question a lot because I do have some features, according to some people, that make me look that way, and I'm not gonna say that I'm not because my mom even thinks that I am part Filipino because my mom and my grandma, who is her mom, looks very Filipino. Okay, next question. Question number 7. Do I have a favorite brand of jeans? I like Rue 21 jeans as well as any high-waisted jeans in general. I think they fit my body a lot better because my body is curvy, and so it helps keep everything right. The next question is if I'm a good driver. I'm still taking driving lessons. I know that a lot of people are like, but you're 18, you should have already been driving. I got my permit late, and that was by choice. I chose to do that because I wanted to focus on school, and I didn't find it necessary for me to get my permit and wait for another 2 years until I could drive alone without an adult present. Because I live in New York, I live in the US, and specifically in New York, you're allowed to drive at 16. You have to have someone who's 21 and older. And I just never found that to be something that is really necessary for me to drive, but I'm getting my license this month. So the next question is, have you ever had to deal with depression? Now, this question I want to save for another video because I want to do a whole video on mental health and my history of mental health as well as physical health. But yes, I have dealt with depression. I'm still dealing with it. It's a kind of in and out kind of thing where I'm super positive and I'm super happy at times, but sometimes my brain just goes towards all the things that I've dealt with in the past that have caused my depression. And do you have a boyfriend? Do I have a boyfriend? No. And I don't plan on getting one anytime soon. I'm just focusing on school right now. I'm studying to be a clinical scientist, so that is a lot of work, and I'm not too focused on relationships at this moment. I do have boys that are friends, so for that part. But any relationship is no. I already answered how old I was. How do I cope with my anxiety? So I've opened up about this on my Twitter and my Instagram, but I deleted it on my Instagram. I do deal with anxiety from a lot of different issues. I deal with anxiety from testing, like anxiety, which is very common with high school and college students, as well as my anxiety with a lot of different issues when it comes to coping with my anxiety. The specific question is, how do I cope with it? I tend to kind of isolate myself, and that kind of causes me to get really depressed afterwards, but that's the way that it helps me cope, is going into like isolation and counting to 10 and taking deep breaths. I do this every time I suffer from a panic attack, which I do tend to get a lot of panic attacks. I'll just be sitting in my room or walking to school, and all of a sudden I just feel like I can't breathe, and I just feel like really anxious. And sometimes it's for no reason. Like I'll be super happy, and then all of a sudden I just feel super anxious about something. What sports do I like to play for fun. I actually really like football, basketball. I'm kind of scared to play baseball. I like tennis. I like volleyball, like watching them. I can never play that. I also love swimming. Swimming is something that I've done since I was three years old. It's always been a part of me, especially being from the Caribbean islands, so you're surrounded by water a lot. I wasn't born there, but my parents were, and it's kind of like in my blood in a way. Definitely love swimming a lot. It's probably like my favorite thing to do is swim. Do you believe a normal girl can date a celebrity? I do think that a normal girl could date someone in that. Do I think that it's healthy? Depending on the type of relationship. There are celebrities that love to flaunt their relationship with normal people and it doesn't end well. There are people that tend to go towards normal people, normal relationships, and keep it private, and those end up being the ones that last a long time. And you have to understand privacy is a huge part of a normal person's life, so you kind of don't want to like push someone into being super out there. So the next question is, how many piercings do I have and how many do I want to get? I only have 2 piercings. They're on my ear. The only piercing that I actually want to get right now would be my nose piercing. I really want to hoop, but I only had my ears pierced. And like I said, a lot of these questions are, am I Indian? Am I Spanish? Am I English? Am I Russian? I am nothing other than Caribbean. I do have like a mix in my family, that's for sure. I'm from British Guyana, like my family's from British Guyana, so definitely very possible that I am English. I do have English people in my family, so that's for sure a thing. No Indian, no Russian. How much would it cost to buy your love? I can't be bought. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't like, yes, I have a lot of things. I have a lot of clothes, a lot of makeup, blah, 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 whatever. But truly, my parents sometimes do try to buy my love and it doesn't end up good. So do not try that. And do not try to buy a girl's love unless she's materialistic type. Just don't. The next question is, how long does it take you to really know someone? To really get to know someone, it would take a while. I got to really know like a lot of my friends for a whole semester. It took me to get to know them. So I would say like a few months for sure. What is my favorite pet's name? I don't have a pet, but if I did, I would get a little mini teacup puppy and I would name it, if it was a girl, I would name it Rose. That's something that I've always wanted to name a dog that I got. If it was a female. If it's a male, I would definitely name it Sky. I think that name is really nice. Maybe Sky Blue, which is my brother's favorite color. The next question is, how often do you draw? I'm super into art. I love art pieces. There's so much art around my house. And I love drawing. I love sketches. I love to draw people, places, things, animals, plants. I love drawing all of that. And I draw a lot when I'm out of school. Like during summer, I'll definitely be sketching a lot more. And I want to design the cover for my next book, which stay tuned for later because I'm going to be announcing something really exciting. The next question is, do you trust people easily? No. I have very deep-rooted trust issues, which caused me to also lie because I didn't know who I can trust, and I still to this day don't know everyone that I can trust. Yes, I do know some people that I can trust. Am I gonna just judge them right away and say, oh, I can't trust them? No, I'm not that type of person. I like to get to know a person before I can say if I trust them or not. And yeah, the next question is, if you could print any phrase on a t-shirt, what would it say? I would definitely get a t-shirt that's plain white or plain black, and I would get Scars to Your Beautiful. I would definitely get it in French, Italian, or Spanish printed on my shirt. How many times a day do you visit social media, specifically Instagram and Twitter? Instagram, I usually go on about probably every 2 days or so, depending on if I'm looking for inspiration for makeup or if my friend posted something and I want to see what it looked like. I definitely check those out. Twitter, I go on almost every day to just see what's new and to tweet things that I want to tweet. So yeah. And the last question is, what is your favorite way of wasting time? My favorite way of wasting time has to be watching YouTube videos because I'm not getting things done that I should, but I'm enjoying watching videos and watching a lot of my favorite YouTubers, which are vloggers, if you guys didn't know. Speaking of vlog, which is something that I wanted to talk about, there's 2 announcements in this video. And so announcement number 1, I will be vlogging a lot more if you guys want to see that. I'm going on a lot more trips, a lot more vacations now that school is over. And if you guys want to see vlogs, definitely just turn on the notification bell down below when you subscribe and it will alert you when I post new videos as well as when I post vlogs. The vlogs will be on this channel along with beauty videos that I will be posting probably once a week starting from now. Announcement number 2, which is probably the biggest announcement of my life right now, is I'm actually working on a self-help book. It is about what I talked about earlier with anxiety, depression, and a lot of those things, eating disorders, and it is a very triggering book, but I think that if you're someone who is trying to help someone who has this, I definitely think that it's a good idea for you to read the book when it comes out. I will keep you guys posted on when it comes out and where you can find it. It's really something that I want to talk about because I feel very strongly about it. I've dealt with an eating disorder. I starved myself for a very long time, very long period, and I wanted to about that in my book, as well as my depression that I went through for 6 years and self-harm that I've been through for 4 years, as well as my anxiety that I'm still dealing with and have been dealing with since I was 9 years old, 10 years old. And I hope you guys don't judge me based on these things, because a lot of people that watch my videos know me in person or know me through social media, and I hope you guys don't think of me in a different way, because what you see is what you get. For me, that's literally how I am. Like, my parents see the same person that my friends see, and you guys are seeing the same person that I am. Obviously, I'm not as hyped up as I would be if I was my family or my friends, because, well, I'm by myself. How am I gonna hype myself up? So definitely I would recommend reading that book, and it's something that is kind of a way of me releasing all my demons, and I'm so excited. I'm not exactly sure, we don't have an exact date, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because I think that with this platform that I'm on now, I'm able to do things that I never was able to do before, and I think that that's super exciting. And also, comment down below. I'm gonna start putting out questions for every video that I do that isn't makeup related, and today's question is, what is your favorite food? Mine is actually vegan mac and cheese, specifically because I am vegan. Yeah, let me know down below what your favorite food is. I'm gonna respond to a lot of questions if you guys have any, and yeah, don't forget to check out all my social medias, which will be linked down below. And if you guys want to see how I did this makeup look, then comment that as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah, okay, bye guys!